Wednesday, April 26th, 2023, morning edition. This entire video is AI generated daily. Now, this day in history.
1478. The Pazzi family attack on Lorenzo de' Medici kills his brother Giuliano during High Mass in Florence Cathedral. 1607. The Virginia Company colonists make landfall at Cape Henry. 1777. Sybil Ludington, age 16, rode 40 miles, 64 kilometers, to alert American colonial forces to the approach of the British regular forces. And now on to today's news.
Watch. Donald Trump's viral speech ahead of his civil rape trial, vertical bar. Trump arraignment speech, vertical bar. Why on?
Prince William secretly settled phone hacking claim, court told BBC. AI summary of this story. Prince Harry claimed in court documents that Buckingham Palace and a newspaper group struck a backroom deal, which is why he did not bring a claim earlier. He became aware of the alleged deal in 2012.
Jimmy Butler had one of the all-time great playoff performances. Max Kellerman on Game 4 vertical bar, KJM, ESPN.
Japan's space attempts world's first commercial moon landing. CNN AI summary of this story. A Japanese spacecraft built by iSpace attempted to become the first commercial spacecraft to successfully land on the moon on April 20th, but contact was lost. The spacecraft, carrying a rover developed by the United Arab Emirates, launched from Cape Canaveral on December 11th and made a 3-month journey to orbit the moon.
GM earnings, strong Q1 revenue and profit, full-year guidance lifted. Yahoo Finance, AI summary of this story. General Motors reported strong Q1 earnings, exceeding street estimates for top-line revenue and adjusted earnings per share, with net income at $2.4 billion. GM also raised its full-year 2023 outlook, projecting EBIT-adjusted earnings of $11.0 billion, $13.0 billion compared to $10.5 billion, $12.5 billion earlier. Additionally, GM raised its FY-adjusted EPS from $7 to $6.35, $7.35, and predicts automotive free cash flow of $5.5 billion, $7.5 billion, an increase from $5.0 billion, $7.0 billion. GM's first quarter U.S. deliveries rose to 603,208 vehicles, increasing its U.S. market share by 1.3%.
Who warns of Sudan biohazard as lull in fighting allows more to flee. Reuters.com. AI summary of this story. Fighting has continued in Sudan despite a 72-hour ceasefire between the army and paramilitary forces. UN Special Envoy on Sudan, Volker Perthes, said the truce was partially holding, but there was no sign the two sides were ready for serious talks. The conflict has caused shortages of food, water, medicine, and fuel, which the UN called extremely acute. Perthes added that neither party was ready to negotiate and were instead seeking military victory. The conflict has derailed Sudan's transition to civilian democracy.
Sudan's warring generals agreed a new 3-day truce. The Associated Press.
2023 NFL Draft, 6 potential surprise first-rounders. NFL.com. AI summary of this story. Brian Bresee, a Clemson University defensive tackle, had an exceptional career at his university as a freshman, but was impacted by injuries and other traumatic events since then, including an ACL tear, kidney infection, strep throat, and the loss of his sister to brain cancer. Despite the setbacks, Bresee has shown great strength, speed, and pass rushing ability, as demonstrated at Clemson's Pro Day, and could make a comeback if he can return to his pre-ACL injury form.
Square Enix's free AI game isn't selling me on the tech's power. Digital trends. AI summary of this story. Square Enix showcased a live demo of an AI mystery game at the Game Developers Conference, which impressed attendees with its potential to give players more control over what they say and NPCs who respond to prompts accordingly. The demo was later released for free on Steam as the Portopia serial murder case, but the response from users has been very negative, with over 250 reviews.
Don Lemon fired live updates. CNN claims stunned host statement is inaccurate. The Independent. AI summary of this story. CNN announced on Monday that Don Lemon, an anchor who has been with the network for 17 years, has been fired. The decision was made barely an hour after news broke that Tucker Carlson had been fired from Fox News. Lemon reacted to the news with his own statement on Twitter, lamenting the lack of decency in the handling of the situation. The New York Times has since reported that a heated interview Lemon conducted with aspiring Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy last week played a role in his dismissal. And now a silly joke or two to lighten the mood after all the heavy stuff.
What did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn! Why does Waldo only wear stripes? Because he doesn't want to be spotted.
Hope you enjoyed today's artificial intelligence-generated news digest. For more, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.